Hey there, everyone. This is Bethel Wagner from Sage Wellness Center. I just wanted to take a few moments here to give you a quick introduction to breath work, what it is, and why you should do it. So, you may be wondering, why should I learn breath work? I breathe all day, every day, right? I hear that quite a bit. Well, hopefully, I'll be able to answer that question for you. Did you know that most people only breathe at about 20% of their capacity? This means that their bodies and their brains are oxygen deprived, and it also means that it's putting their body into a pretty chronic stress response, which means they're either chronically in fight or flight mode, or they're on the other end of the spectrum and going into kind of a collapse and moving towards depression, neither of which is a healthy place to be. So, breath work is all about learning the conscious, intentional use of your breath, because the breath is the one physical thing that can be either conscious or subconscious, right? Most of the time, we're breathing on autopilot. We don't have to think about it. Just like our heart is beating on its own. Our digestive system is working on its own without our conscious effort. The beauty of the breath is that we can actually come in and consciously choose to use it in a specific way. And when we do that, we can use specific breath patterns to help nourish, to revitalize, and rebalance the physical body, the mind, the emotions, and the spirit. And on the physical level, that's beautiful because, yes, it oxygenates the body, it revitalizes the organs, and I think most importantly, it rebalances our nervous system and brings us to this beautiful centered place where we feel safe to be active and productive, but in a calm way. And we also feel safe enough to slow down, to be at rest, and allow our body and mind and spirit to repair. So, the other beautiful thing about breath work is that it helps us to drop out of the conscious thinking mind that is just going, spinning all the time, won't shut off. It helps turn down the volume on that and helps us drop into our body so that we can actually become aware of our body. We can become aware of the sensations that are present. We can also become aware of our feelings and our emotions, because emotions are really just energy in motion, and that usually shows up as sensations within our body. So using breath work can help us to get into touch with those feelings and with those emotions, to become aware of them. And once we become aware of them, the breath can help us to process and release them in a healthy way. So often we, whether intentionally or unintentionally, because it's just kind of a subconscious safety mechanism, we will just push away or suppress or ignore our emotions. And when that happens, those emotions, those events, those traumas get stuck in our body. They get stored at the cellular level in our tissues, our joints, our muscles, our fascia, and eventually often show up as physical symptoms. So if you are feeling pain or discomfort in the body, it's often connected to a stuck emotion or stuck energy or a trauma, whether small t or big T, that has not been sufficiently processed. So the beauty of breath work is that we can use it as a tool to become aware of these things and then to gently release them in a way that's healthy and in a way that doesn't stir up a lot of inner turmoil. We don't have to do a lot of talking or rehashing old events. We're just able to let things go piece by piece, layer by layer, as the body is ready. So those are some of the main benefits of breath work, the main reasons to do breath work. I think you will find that if you begin a breathwork practice, even as little as 5 minutes a day, and do it very regularly, meaning whether that's every single day or 3 times a week or something of that nature, you will begin to find that you feel much less stressed, you feel much calmer, more flexible, more present in the moment, more able to connect to yourself, to connect to your emotions, to feel connected spiritually, to feel connected to the people around you, and you seem to be able to meet challenging situations with a calm, clear mind and navigate those situations much more easily than when we are amped up and we're stressed out and we're in a breathing pattern that just feeds into that stress cycle and that stress loop. So I hope that's helpful for you. In future videos, we'll talk about various breath patterns that we can use and the effect that they have on the body and how we can use them in specific ways to shut off the stress response and move into rest, digest, and repair mode, and how we can use them to help us feel and process our emotions in a healthy way. That's all that I have for now. See you next time.